Paper and writing stuff. First, each player will need a sheet of paper with the basic stats of his character, including any money and equipment in the character's possession. Then every player in the game needs to be ready to take notes. Players need to keep track of their character's data, equipment, experience points, and lots of other stuff. Many players also like to take notes about the things they see, places they have been, and the villains and other characters they meet. Names, whether he seemed to be a good guy or bad guy, where they encountered the individual, what he wanted, where he came from, how powerful and dangerous he seemed, as well as hints, clues, and so on. Game masters should be ready to keep track of all kinds of things, so having a few sheets of paper, or better yet, a book or two, or a notebook computer, comes in handy. Dice. 2 4-sided or D4s, 4 6-sided or D6, 2 8-sided or D8, 2 10-sided D10 or as a pair percentile dice, and 2 20-sided D20. Most hobby stores and comic book shops carry dice, and you can also find them online or through catalog advertisements in game magazines. Glossary of role-playing game terms. Many of these terms will be described in greater detail in creation, combat, and other sections. This is just a quick summary. Attributes. These are numbers used to evaluate the strengths and weaknesses of your character. For example, PP means physical prowess. How smooth, agile, and quick a character is in combat. A PP of 4 indicates the character is pretty clumsy. A PP of 8 to 10 would be average, fairly coordinated individual. 11 to 15 is a very coordinated and agile character, while a PP of 16 or more would belong only to characters with exceptional agility and reflexes. Attributes are also called statistics or stats. Bonuses. Many skills, powers, high attributes, and other things may provide the functional character with bonuses to strike, parry, dodge, save, etc. These bonuses are typically added to a particular combat or melee action. Always be sure to include your character's bonuses. They may make the difference between life and death or worse. Campaign. A word used to describe an ongoing game. If you play the same characters with the same GM on a regular basis, or a string of adventures, then you're in a campaign. Character. Every player, except the GM, has a character that serves as an imaginary playing piece, also called a player character. Chimera. Chimeras are a new idea after the bomb. They are a mix of 2 or more animals plus human genes, usually creating a creature much more bizarre and monstrous than a typical mutant animal. Chimeras chimeras are typically the result of genetic manipulation gone awry, creating an entirely new species with aspects from several. Thankfully, chimeras are quite rare. Well, this is a game after all, and games are supposed to be fun and for everybody involved. Anything goes. Infinite worlds and possibilities that Palladium's one-game system has to offer. Probably your fictional character. In this fictional setting, there are a lot of mutant animals. Have fun building your character. Here comes the tricky part. You are not in the forest, but there is somebody there whose eyes you see through. This person is your character, an imaginary individual that is your representative, your playing piece in this game. In our example, let us assume that your character is Kensha, a humanoid mutant fox crouching on two legs up on a branch above the trail, holding a rifle in your partly human paws and looking down through a telescope sight. The guy in the powered armor slows down. Instead of swinging his arm all the way back and forth across the trail, he just points it on your side of the trail, gradually focusing in on your location. He's still pointing at the tree trunk below you, but it looks like he's detecting something. Playing the fictional character Kensha, you have an important decision to make. Should Kensha stay still, shoot the guy in powered armor, try to shoot his device, say something, and announce his presence, climb around to the other side of the tree, keeping the tree trunk between him and the guy in the armor, call for help, throw something to the other side of the trail, hoping to distract the guy in armor, jump down and run away. These are the things you, the player, need to consider for your fictional alter ego. Ultimately, the current situation comes down to two things. How can you best keep yourself alive, and how can you rescue imprisoned mutant animals? The last question may lead to many other questions, decisions, and actions. There are no simple answers. There are always no limits to what the player can do. The only restrictions are that the character must play in the context of the game and settings, and one cannot go beyond the physical, mental, and emotional limits of the character. However, the character's choice, personality, and actions are all left in the hands of each individual players. The play of the character and the choices he or she makes then helps to create that character and helps to create an adventure story. An experience not unlike enjoying a movie or novel, only you are more to the point. Your character are in the thick of the action. You actually help to make the story because your character represents one of the main heroes in that story, and the action of that hero helps to shape events and direct the course of the story. This is the magic and fan of role-playing, epic storytelling, and you are in the middle of it. And after the bomb, most characters are either mutant animals, creatures that are a blend of animal and human genetics, chimeras, a mix of two or more animals plus human genes, or throwbacks, the combination of an extinct animal with added human genes. Role-playing games are found in every genre, from science fiction and fantasy to superheroes and horror, and everything in between. The metal trunk, tree, or car has a lot more SDC because they are made out of stronger, tougher physical materials. A character might have to roll a saving throw to avoid being overcome by tear gas, poison, or a drug. The scenario is usually a story with a beginning, hearing about the bandit, a middle, tracking down the bandit's hideout, and an end, defeating the bandit. Most campaigns are developed around a number of scenarios. It extrapolates on the idea of the recessive gene. In this case, it allows the mutant animal, a combination of animal and human genes, to draw upon the genes of an ancient extinct animal ancestor from which the modern day animal evolved. Thus, thanks to genetic manipulation, some chicken can mutate into a version of the extinct raptor dinosaur. Why? Chickens are related to the raptors, who over millions of years probably evolved into a variety of birds. Later, human scientists were able to alter the chicken's genes to recreate a raptor, or mutant version of one. Why the chicken and not some other bird? Well, we could rationalize the choice by saying chickens were cheap, commonplace, domesticated animals readily available to scientists for experimentation. But you know what it was. You know what? It was just fun. Fun to give the chicken this unique genetic mutation possibility. Suddenly turning the harmless fowl, bred and eaten for generations by humans, into the predatory raptor. Yup, just plain fun. The creation of the character is pretty simple. Physical attributes can be improved through the selection of various physical skills such as boxing and bodybuilding. Intelligence, quotient, which is IQ, indicates intelligence of the character. Many animal psionic abilities require a minimum MA or ME. A character with an MA of 16 or higher is considered a natural leader. Any character with a PS of 17 or greater is considered to have a brute strength and can carry 20 times their PS, as well as lift 50 times their PS. Characters with extraordinary PS can carry 100 times their PS and lift 200 times their PS. Available only to characters with crushing PS. A character whose strength is supernatural can carry 300 times their PS and lift 500 times their PS. The amount of physical punishment a character can take and resistance to fatigue and disease are determined by PE. A character with a PE of 16 or better has bonus to save versus coma, death, and toxins. A character can run at maximum speed for 1 minute for each PE point. A PB of 16 or better will be rewarded with a bonus to Charm and Impress. The higher the SPD, 16 plus, the faster the character. There is no special bonus for being a fast runner. Occasionally, even normal, albeit exceptional, humans can also exceed the PS of 30. A physical strength of 40 is the absolute PS limit for normal humans and humanoids, including aliens, mutants, and mutant animals. Superhuman characters have no limits on their PS and can do amazing amounts of damage with their bare hands, even damaging metal and stone structures. A physical prowess of 50 is the absolute PP limit, even if they are superhuman or alien.